Welcome to PMI National and International News. I'm Zoe Fatima here with you. Headlines today. Jaipal Bhular killed in police shootout. Rupees 70 lakh pistols, mobile phones recovered from encounter site. Congress to protest fuel prices hike on Friday. UPSC to commence interviews for civil services exam from August 2. US mission to open student visa appointments on June 14. Iran facilitates Arbaeen procession by visa cancellation. Israel parliament to vote Sunday on anti-Netanyahu government speaker. European Parliament approves digital COVID-19 travel certificate. Muslim World League hosts declaration of peace in Afghanistan. Powerful explosion hits Yemen's Sana'a. News in detail. Jaipal Bhular killed in police shootout. Rupees 70 lakh pistols, mobile phones recovered from an encounter site. Punjab police on Wednesday, June 9, gunned down two gangsters who were involved in killing policemen in an operation in Kolkata. Gangsters Jaipal Singh Bhular and Jaspreet Singh, who were wanted in the murder of two assistant sub-inspectors in Punjab, were killed by the police force in an operation in Kolkata. Acting on a tip-off, the Punjab police team with help from the Kolkata police shot dead Bhular and Singh. Punjab Director General of Police DGP Dinkar Gupta confirmed to PTI that both men were killed in Kolkata. A team of Punjab Police Organised Crime Control Unit OCCU was involved in the operation. Two assassins, Bhagwan Singh and Dalvinderjeet Singh, were shot dead at the new grain market at Jagraon in Ludhiana district on May 15th. Earlier on May 10, one of the assassins were attacked by the dreaded criminal at a checkpoint in Chandigarh. Congress to protest fuel prices hike on Friday. The Congress will hold symbolic protests at petrol pumps across the country on Friday against the rise in the fuel prices. Congress General Secretary K.C. Venugopal in a statement said, during this symbolic protest, issues of public interest such as the problems being faced by the public due to spiraling prices of petrol, diesel and cooking gas, the unprecedented economic slowdown, the rising unemployment and skyrocketing prices of all essential commodities will be highlighted. Aggrieved by this antipathy and exploitation of the citizens of the country, the Congress party has decided to hold symbolic protests in front of petrol pumps across the country on Friday, June 11, 2021, against the rising prices of petrol and diesel. Demanding withdrawal of the hike in fuel prices, he said. The Congress leader said, due to the wrong policies of the BJP government, the people of the country have been battling against the impact of COVID-19 for the last 15 months. UPSC to commence interviews for civil services exam from August 2. The Union Public Service Commission UPSC has decided to commence interviews for civil services examination 2020, which were deferred due to a surge in COVID-19 cases from August 2. According to an official statement, the civil services examination is conducted annually by the UPSC in 3 stages: preliminary, May, and personality test interview to select officers of the Indian Administrative Service IAS, Indian Foreign Service IFS, and the Indian Police Service IPS, among others. It had in April this year deferred interviews for the prestigious examination due to increase in coronavirus cases. After reviewing this situation, the Commission has decided to commence the personality test of the Civil Services Examination 2020 from 2nd August 2021. According to the statement issued by the UPSC, the e-summon letters of personality test interviews of the candidates will be made available shortly, which may be downloaded from the Commission's website www.upsc.government.in and www.upsconline.in. It said, no request for change in the date and time of the personality test interview intimated to the candidates will ordinarily be entertained. The Commission said, on the basis of the results of the Civil Services Main Examination 2020 declared by the UPSC on March 23rd this year, the Commission decided to commence the personality test interviews of the Civil Services Main Examination 2020 from April 26. US mission to India to open student visa appointments on June 14. The United States mission to India is opening July and August student visa appointments at posts across India on June 14. According to a tweet from the US Embassy in India, official handle at USA and India, students could check the website www.ustravel.com to view availability and schedule an appointment. There were also more details on the link www.n.usembassy.government, according to the tweet. The embassy on its page on visas said student visas remain the top priority for the US mission to India and that they were making every attempt to facilitate student travel in time for the fall semester. As such, on June 14, 2021, we will open limited July and August student visas appointments at posts across India. Students may visit our website ustraveldocs.com/in to view availability and schedule an appointment prior to your visa interview. Please review your I-20 program start date. Students beginning a new program with a program start date on or after August 1st may travel to the United States up to 30 days prior to the program start date and do not need to submit a request for a national interest exception, it said. Continuing students may also resume their programs on or after August 1st and travel 30 days before their program resumption date. We are unable to approve expedite requests for fall 2021 students with scheduled appointments in July or August. If your appointment date may result in a potential late start, please reach out to your school to discuss options. The embassy Iran facilitates Arbaeen procession by visa cancellation. The Iranian government has approved visa cancellation for a period of 45 days during the Arbaeen pilgrimage later this year on condition of reciprocal action by the Iraqi government. At a cabinet meeting on Wednesday morning, chaired by President Hassan Rouhani, members of the cabinet agreed to forward a visa cancellation to citizens who hold passports of either the Islamic Republic or Iran and the Republic of Iraq. The Iranian government approved cancelled visa procedures for 45 days during Arbaeen pilgrimage, which is going to take place later this year at the end of summer. According to the cabinet statement, the visa cancellation during Arbaeen pilgrimage will require reciprocal action on the part of the Iraqi government. Hundreds of thousands of Iranians embark on a journey to Iraq during Arbaeen, which is the 40th day after the martyrdom of the third Shia Imam Hussein ibn Ali, who was martyred along with his followers in 680 AD. Israel Parliament to vote Sunday on anti-Netanyahu government, Speaker Jerusalem. Israel Parliament will hold a confidence vote Sunday in a coalition aiming to end Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's 12 consecutive years in power, Speaker Yariv Levin said. The debate and vote on the new government will take place Sunday, June 13, 2021, during a special session of Parliament, Levin, a Netanyahu ally, said in a statement. EU Parliament approves digital COVID-19 travel certificate. The European Parliament gave final approval Wednesday to the COVID-19 digital certificate, a smartphone app that European Union citizens can use to travel freely among European countries without having to quarantine or undergo extra tests. The regulations governing the use of the document were adopted in 2 votes at the European Parliament in Strasbourg, France. The lawmakers also secured an agreement that member nations would not insert additional rules on those carrying the certificates. Member nations must now give their approval to the app, which is viewed as a formality. The program is expected to begin July 1st, and all EU countries must recognize certificates issued by other European countries. The passes will be issued by individual nations, not from a centralized European system. They will contain a QR code with advanced security features. Personal data will not be shared with other countries. Several countries already have begun introducing the system, including Bulgaria, Croatia, the Czech Republic, Denmark, Germany, Greece, and Poland. Muslim World League hosts declaration of peace in Afghanistan. The Muslim World League hosted on Thursday in Makkah the conference Declaration of Peace in Afghanistan, with scholars of Afghanistan and Pakistan to discuss achieving reconciliation between the varying factions under the auspices of Saudi Arabia. The conference includes 5 sessions in which more than 20 key speakers from senior scholars will speak on peace, tolerance, moderation, and reconciliation in Islam. The opening session will be attended by Sheikh Dr. Muhammad bin Abdul Karim Al Issa, Secretary General of the Muslim World League, President of the Association of Muslim Scholars. Sheikh Dr. Nur al Haq Qadri, Minister of Islamic Affairs and Tolerance of Religions in the Republic of Pakistan. And Sheikh Muhammad Qasim Halimi, Minister of Hajj, Endowments and Guidance of the Republic of Afghanistan. Powerful explosion hits Yemen's Sana'a. An intense explosion took place on Thursday noon at the Yemeni capital of Sana'a, Ain al-Arab reported. The Sabirin News also reported an explosion in the Yemeni capital. A number of social media users also confirmed the explosion and wrote that the cause of the explosion was a Saudi coalition airstrike on Sana'a. The correspondent of the Al Arabi TV also reported that the former headquarters of the Army Armored Brigade in northern Sana'a was targeted during an airstrike by the Saudi coalition on the Yemeni capital. Details of the blast are not yet known, and Yemeni official sources have not yet confirmed or denied the attack. PMI News, Hyderabad.